Last year, another great run by your squad. This year, you're replacing some of those key pieces, including some very talented goal scorers, even though you had them for a year. Just what an impact on the program that your son made, and Peter, and so many. But one of the things that I've noticed over the course of the 10, 11 years I've been covering the program is every year you're replacing quality players, and somewhere, somehow you keep developing more. So I think your outlook this year is probably pretty similar. You're going to be young in some spots, and then you've got some talent coming back. But just give us your quick overview. What's it look like in 2022?
Yeah, I mean, everything you said, right? Those are got a lot of four-year lettermen that graduated. These guys made it to the Final Four as freshmen, district champs. So I think one key thing for us this year is not to try to be the class of 2022 or they have to match up to them. The key is for them to find their own identity. And one of the good things is we only have 2 seniors. So that allows each of them to, find out who they are as players and leave their own impact on the program. And look, the standards are the same. We're going to try to play, good soccer. We're going to try to be positive and optimistic, and we're not going to, this may be a fault. We may lose some games because we've got this idea of how we want to play, but I'm okay with that because ultimately, when they leave the program, I want them to say, you know what, my experience was enjoyable. We tried to score goals. We were aggressive. We were a team. And the results, you can't control that. So we'll focus on just being good players and improving every day.
It's funny how similar you and Ed Braddock are, the girls coach, and you guys have been there probably, right about the same amount of time, going on 20 years each. So you've been around your programs, but he says the same thing. You can win a state title, but the next year, you've got to create your own identity, and it's new players, new faces. You may return some of the same players, but it's still a new team, and you have to do that. What do you see as the key to this year's team? What's going to be the strength?
I think the strength, we have a handful of players who are year-round soccer guys, and obviously that always helps. And then the other guys that are going to play a key role are athletic enough and have played enough that they can contribute. We're going to battle. We in some of the scrimmages we had, it may not be as clean, it may not be as efficient, but we're gonna get there. So I think that the unity and the attitude is a strength. You throw in some guys. We have 5-6 returning lettermen who got significant minutes last year. We're gonna from Anand Sundararajan to Nick Barisic to Vince Carrero, Austin Leanan, Owen Mueller. These guys all got true quality minutes in tough matches, and that's a pretty good start.
Absolutely. And just that experience and those younger guys watching the older guys and learning from them, that has to be a positive too. But like you said, now they get to establish their own identity. What have you seen out of those guys in the preseason, heading into week 1 here, just that has you encouraged?
Again, positive. I wish I put it this way. Let's start with the negative. I want them to be a little bit more vocal. I want them to be a little bit more aggressive in their personalities. But again, we'll work on that because they probably have been sitting back and being led. And now I think it's their time to step up. But again, the soccer is there. I think they get it. Their ideas are there. When I coach and we're trying to the game plan, you could see that they're trying to execute. They're not confused. They're not lost. It's just a matter of the execution. So the willingness is there. The soccer ideas are there, and so just a matter of that's what training is, right? And practice and putting those finishing touches on it. So I'm encouraged by that. I really look forward to the season. And we've been at it for now 3 weeks, and we've been working out throughout the summer. And I like my players, and I think it's gonna be a fun year.
I think you mentioned a lot of the guys that we're going to hear about scoring goals. What about defensively? Who are the guys that you're expecting to step up there?
Yeah, I think again, Owen Mueller will anchor the center of the defense. But we've got again some juniors that got some minutes last year, and Drew Duncan and Daniel Bach, who will probably play on the outside back. Who, again, going back to that, they get it. They will attack. They understand that those outside backs' job is to attack and defend. It's not just sitting back and and staying in one spot. So those two will be important to helping that attack. And then Will Bradshaw. And we'll step in and Jack Green as far as the center back, and Jack Green in the goal, who has been playing for the JV the past couple of years. Really looks the part, and he's got big shoes to fill. But you know what? He's made big strides as far as the core of that defense.
You look at your schedule, and these guys, you don't do them any favors, at least in the regular season. But what they realize is, come postseason, how prepared they are, but they don't have many games where they can say, you know what, this is a game where, we're heavily favored. We can coast into that. So they've got to bring their A game every night pretty much. You play a quality schedule. How much does that help these guys gain that quality experience? So when you get into those intense postseason matches, they're ready.
Yeah, it's a huge component. It's a delicate balance because you don't, our first two scrimmages, we played Riverside and our alumni team. So all the alums came back, and I told them that those might be the two toughest teams you're going to play all year, with no disrespect to anyone we're coming up against. So my fear was, is this going to be too much? Are they going to get down on themselves? Are they going to, feel bad about it? But again, I think the continuous message of to your point, the end of the season and the big picture. And in essence, these are all scrimmages. Games 1 through 16 are all scrimmages until you get to the playoffs. So it's okay. As long as we're playing, for as long as we're making strides. Losing, that's going to come. But it's important, and it's important for them to see that they are capable, that they can play, that they can hang with bigger, faster, stronger players. And with a little bit of luck and a little bit of belief, you can pull out a victory.
Absolutely, and that's what I always say too: is the regular season, it's all scrimmage. You're sure you want to win them all, but if you win them all and then you get into the postseason and you're laying, hey, what good was it?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right, so yeah, before I let you go, just keys to victory. What's going to take for you and your squad to achieve all your goals this year?
Again, this is cliche, but I'm going to say it: staying healthy. Right, that is mentally and physically staying healthy and well. That's number one. Number two, again, I think we don't focus enough on the mentality of players and attitudes, and so that's on me and the coaching staff to make sure that they are positive and optimistic in their outlook, regardless of results or the naysayers and stuff. So I think really for me, the soccer will take care of itself, the actual passing and shooting and all that. But that attitude and the mentality, and again, obviously the health for me is what I'm crossing my fingers about. And, I think that'll those are huge components to our season.